What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Man Up coming at you with a quick video here. This is the Houston Texans after the game video. Now, I was wrong on my prediction again. I had the Texans losing this game, but they ended up winning 27-20. I'm glad I was wrong on this one. This is one of those kind of wrongs that you're happy for, I guess you could say. Alrighty. Now, I want to talk about a little bit that I saw about this game. I wasn't able to catch the whole game because I was at work getting some extra hours in at work. But coming at you with a Houston Texans versus LA Chargers. I keep wanting to say San Diego. Guess it's going to take me some time to get used to that. But anyway, Texans versus Chargers. I put it like that. After the game. Now, a few things I saw in that. I'm glad Whitney Merciless is back to his original form. Because he had a pretty good game, him and Watt. Deshaun Watson played pretty good. And DeAndre Hopkins seems to be struggling so far. We'll see how that works out for him. Now, another thing I want to talk about is this here. When it comes to this here game, the Houston Texans ended up, I thought, playing pretty good from what I saw in the second half there. Because I had the game recorded, I watched the second half of the game. Now I'm back watching this game. Excuse me. Now, it does seem like that the Texans offensive line is starting to gel a little bit. Not as quick as we all want them to, because Watson is still taking some hits. A couple of those is on Watson for holding the ball too long, making the big plays. Because I have seen a couple of them when he making plays down the field when he could have just dumped it off right there for the 4, 5, 6 yards, but he throwing it downfield. He waiting for the big play to develop. Sometimes he has to learn that you can't always do that. So he'll figure that out as time goes by. Deshaun Watson threw for 3 touchdowns, 351 yards, no interception. That's the key right there, no interception. He did get sacked, I want to say like 3 times, I think, 2 or 3 times. But he did get sacked. I'd say one of those that I saw, like I said, was his fault for holding on the ball. Can't do that. So, it is what it is. Now, I do want to say this here before I continue. They have this rule, this thing they experiment with this year in the league, where you can challenge pass interference plays. They're experimenting with it. I can understand why, because last season in the NFC Championship game, Saints versus Rams, we all know what happened there. So I can see why they're doing that. But after it just happened right here where the Chargers challenged on Jonathan Joseph, which was not pass interference. Because the receiver stuck his hand back and Jonathan Joseph was trailing him, had his hand on his hip, so it kind of held his hand back a little bit. And the referees even said call stands. But now that I see it, I don't think I too much like it. But it is what it is. Now, I do want to say this here. I'm glad that Jordan Akins, got 2 touchdowns. That's great. You know what I'm saying? Our tight end is stepping up. Like I said, DeAndre Hopkins is having an okay game. He had 6 receptions for 67 yards. That's not DeAndre Hopkins numbers, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But I do like the fact that we won this game. It was a big win, against a decent opponent, a real good opponent. You know what I'm saying? That's why I liked it the first game against the Saints, even though we lost that game. But we hung in there and we showed that we can hang. So that's why I say a lot of these times when we lose games, how did we lose? Because sometimes how you lost could be very impressive. You know what I'm saying? So, as long as you hung in there with these, with these high-powered teams or high-powered players, I should say. So I'm kind of glad we did that. And another reason why I'm so impressed about this game is that we started off behind the 8 ball in this game. We was down 0-7, then we went to the half, down 7-10. Then after that, we came out, second half on fire. Only held the Chargers to only 3 points the entire second half of the game, which is pretty damn good. We sacked Phillip Rivers, Whitley Merciless, Whitney Merciless, J.J. Watt, and DJ Reader, you know what I'm saying, got their hands on Phillip Rivers. You know what I'm saying? So even Bernard McKinney got his hands on him. He didn't get a sack, but you know what I'm saying, making him, uncomfortable, I guess you could say. Phillip Rivers is one of those quarterbacks that will throw the ball in a crowded pocket. When he gets surrounded by the pocket, he will stand in there and still deliver the ball. So he's one of those type of quarterbacks. So making him uncomfortable is always tough, but we did it. That's all that matters. We only held them to 3 points in the second half, which is great. That's how you win games. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't always got to be pretty for us, just as long as it's that we win the game. That's all that matters to me. So with all that being said, you know what I'm saying, we are now 2-1, which is pretty good. Excuse me. Sorry about that. We are now 2-1. And at this point in time, that puts us ahead of our division. I guess you could say tied with the Colts because they are 2-1 as well. So I guess you could say we're tied for the division lead. Well, we are because they're 2-1. We're 2-1. We both started off 0-1 in the season. We both won our last 2 games. So I take it. You know what I'm saying? This is still a young season. I take it. We still balling out like we're supposed to. Now another thing I want to talk about is this here because I forgot all about this. You know what I'm saying? But when I was watching, I said, wait a minute. The LA Chargers, one of J.J. Watt's brothers. If I'm not mistaken, that's Derek Watt. And T.J. Watt is for the Steelers, plays on the Steelers. Excuse me there, sorry about that. And Mama Watt was there to support her 2 sons. That's going to be tough to decide which one she wants to, support. But hey, she's there. That's all that matters. She was wearing a shirt that has the Chargers boat logo, the lightning bolt, with the Texans logo over it. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. Y'all can look it up and check it out for yourself. But it's good, that the brothers love each other, all 3 of them. You know what I'm saying? T.J. Watt, for the Steelers, and if he still plays for the Steelers, I don't know if he still do, but I know he did last season. Y'all can let me know if I'm wrong or not. Now, another thing I did not like that I saw is that a Texan fan, was jumped up on the field, during the Texans Chargers game. Come on, man. Don't be all ridiculous with this stuff, man. Let everybody enjoy the game. It is what it is. I mean, hey, I've been to a few Texans games, been to a bunch of Houston Oilers games. Never, ever, ever thought about jumping on the field. And even though I've seen it a few times, the thing is ridiculous. But either way it goes, man, I'm glad we won this game. You know what I'm saying? That puts us, in the eye of everybody because we beat a good team in the Chargers and a good quarterback in Phillip Rivers, a sure Hall of Famer. With the way he's been playing his whole career, we end up winning this game. And another thing that I'm glad that Whitney Merciless is getting his, you know what I'm saying, he already has 4 sacks this season. I think he only had 4 or maybe 5 of all last season. So that means you keep double and triple teaming J.J. Watt, you're going to have to start worrying about somebody else. Just like they double teaming Hopkins, guess what? We still got Will Fuller, still got tight end Jordan Akins, we still got Kenny Stills. So, hey, go ahead and double team. Guess what? Y'all just leaving the door open for other players. Either way it go, man. I'm glad that we got this win. I can't say enough about this, man. I'm just excited for this win. So I'm I just can't speak enough on it, man. I'm just happy about it. I'm kind of a loss for words, on this. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad this is one of those times I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I had us losing this game 18-23. It seems like I'll be close. I'll be right that the score is going to be close. But I've been wrong on who's winning. And like I said, this is one of those times. I'm glad, you know what I'm saying, we did win. And another thing I want to talk about. We all know Snoop Dogg is from California. Is he a Texan fan? Because he was spotted in the locker room celebrating with the Texans. And matter of fact, I thought Snoop was a Steelers fan. I don't know. Something to think about. So it's a lot of things, man, you know what I'm saying, with this hit that I'm happy about. So it is what it is. So our next opponent, we're coming back home to play the Carolina Panthers. You know what I'm saying? And I have us winning that game. I will do. Well, like I said, I'm gonna try to keep up with this, before the game and after the game preview here. Uh, after every game. Not guaranteeing I'm gonna do it, but definitely gonna try to do that. But I'm glad, you know what I'm saying, we won this game. I can't speak enough. I'm excited about it. Like I said, that puts us at 2-1, tied for first place in the division with the Colts. And I'm glad we beat a AFC team. You know what I'm saying? So when playoff city come, we might need those. That's the reason why I thought last week was a big win, because you never want to start off 0-2, and that was a division opponent last week against the Jaguars. So, and this week we just beat the Chargers, another AFC team, not in our division, but AFC team, and sometimes it can come balls down to tiebreakers. And if we beat an AFC team, that could start off, in our favor. So next week we got the Panthers. They're at this point they're 1-2 and we're 2-1. It's gonna be at home in our building, so we're gonna see what it do. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, that team right there will get the victory. Even with that helmet right there. And also J.J. Watt coming at him like that, like he's doing right there in that figurine. And like I said, I want to take one of these home right here, Super Bowl trophy, and also those rings right there you see. The one in the middle right there is an Astros ring, but the two on the end, I had those made. Those are Houston Texans Super Bowl rings. Hopefully we'll be taking that home. You know what I'm saying, with these belts right here, simulating that we are the champs. So I'm keeping that, what I'm saying, in my heart. I believe it's going to end up happening. Probably, once our offensive line gets it all gelled and get it together. It's going to take some time, and I know that. It's not going to happen like that. Wish it would, but it's going to take some time. It's going to end up happening. You know what I'm saying? So, with all that being said, man, put it like this here. What I'm going to end up doing, if the Texans go 11-5 like I predict the season, I'm going to have a giveaway for that helmet right there. That Texans mini helmet, I'm going to have a giveaway. If the Texans do go 11-5 or better, I will have a giveaway for that helmet right there. So, with that being said, man, this is your boy Man Up. I'm finna go ahead and get up out of here. You was in the man cave, now I gotta kick you out the man cave. It's your boy Man Up. I'm finna go ahead and chuck the deuce. Holla.